everyone, and thanks for clicking on my video. Welcome to Mystic Mem Tarot. I just wanted to thank those of you who sent me a super thanks on my last video. I really appreciate it. Today I'm doing a reading from Spirit for you, Divine Feminine. I'll get a lot of different messages from Spirit for you, as well as new self-care tips, and I'll finish off with new songs too. This is only a general reading, so please take the cards that resonate to you and leave the ones that don't. This reading is suitable for either a Divine Feminine or a Divine Masculine. Let's begin. What would Spirit like to say to you today, Divine Feminine? Your ex is still in love with you to this day. His karma, though, will be that he never gets to have you ever again. And that is because he chose another woman over you. Now he has to live with that. Your ex chose a bum over an ambitious empress, you. He chose arguments over peace. He chose instability over stability. He chose dumb over smarts. He chose poverty over riches. He chose lust over love. He chose darkness over light. He chose drugs, sex, alcohol, and a party lifestyle over a commitment. He chose to be spontaneous rather than have a plan for life. He chose to live in the present and not the future. The moment you pulled your energy back from your ex was the moment he began to miss you. He also had a sudden realization that he had let the right woman go, and that was you, Divine Feminine. He made the decision to hold on to the karmic, who is the wrong woman for him, it turns out. He gets high and drunk and looks at your photos and your texts and cries. He is infatuated, obsessed, and a stalker when it comes to you, Divine Feminine. You never walk alone. I am right there beside you, always, supporting you every step along the way. You will always need your children. They have made you laugh, made you proud, and they are your forever friends. He lied to you about where he was when he wasn't with you. He said he was at his friend's house, but he was in fact with the karmic. Your ancestors are keeping you as far away as possible from this unstable, controlling, unhinged ex of yours. They don't want your growth and your progress hindered in any way. You at one stage had expected a solid love offer from him. He is so immature and childish. So he goes around giving silly, insincere page offers to various third parties. Even if you haven't received monetary abundance yet, just keep going, doing the spiritual work, working on your childhood issues, working through your karma. And I can guarantee that the more work you put into both yourself and your spiritual journey, the more dharma you will receive. Sometimes it just takes time to achieve the rewards. Your ex hid his shonky past from you, Divine Feminine. He has been to jail before. The way he still has you on his mind after the time that has passed is quite alarming. He is like a dog with a bone when it comes to you, Divine Feminine. It is all about sex with this ex. He is a sexual deviant. This term refers to behaviours where individuals seek erotic gratification through means that are considered odd, different, or unacceptable to most people in the community. Examples include voyeurism, pedophilia, transvestic fetishism, and exhibitionism. He feels like a complete fool for letting this karmic come in between you both and sabotage everything that you two had together. He chose the snake, then the earth angel, you, paired up with me, and you made it into your life purpose. You cannot believe that your ex even has the audacity to want you back again. Some of you DFs still really feel sad and emotional regarding this ex. He was your twin flame, however, he is no longer. He's a fallen angel and a fallen twin now, twin flame. He didn't get the assignment at all because he was unawakened. He chose a karmic woman instead, which completely altered his destiny. His drug habits have escalated since he got with the karmic. He drinks more too. For a lot of you divine feminines, your ex is a Pisces, or at least he has Pisces in his sun sign, moon sign, or rising sign. He threw his life down the drain when he chose to partner up with her. Now he is in despair, worried, stressed, anxious, having nightmares, regretful, scared, depressed, lonely, wishing he could go back in time and choose you instead of her, divine feminine. Your ex was originally a soulmate. However, now he is a karmic soulmate. The fact that you now love yourself and recognize your value and your worth is the barrier between you and him. You won't allow him to return for a second chance, and he hates that. The silence between you both is killing him. He gave you mixed signals, was in and out, inconsistent, and he wouldn't tell you where you actually stood in his life. You were left in a mental fog and a state of confusion. That's when he caught on that something just wasn't right. It was your woman's intuition, so you simply walked away. Some of you walked away because of the crazy, evil witch that was attached to him. You knew that if you ever gave him a second chance again, she would always be throwing witchcraft your way. It was too intimidating and diabolical for your liking. He hates that you discovered his secrets through watching tarot readings. He denied having the karmic, having a sex addiction, and many other things. I gave you every little detail of what he was attempting to hide through tarot. The truth is that he wants to come back now, repair the connection, and make it all right with you. However, most of you DFs feel that he missed the boat, let too much time go by, and the time has run out on this connection. A lot of you divine feminines had never been love-bombed, breadcrumbed, juggled or ghosted ever in your life until you met this ex. He really put you through the ringer, divine feminine. He realizes now how content he was when you were in his life, despite the way he acted so selfish, arrogant, moody, cocky, and shady. He has to live in his own head now, suffering for what he did to you. The lies, the betrayal, the deception, and the cheating. He has lost a lot of sleep. He is experiencing guilt, anger, humiliation, shame, regret, and embarrassment. Your ex's karma has come in a number of different ways. He lost you forever this time. He has lost finances. People are now walking away from him, including lovers, family, and friends. He is stuck in a depression. He is stuck in his head regarding losing the Empress, and he has racing thoughts about the whole situation. These thoughts are tormenting him and keeping him up at night. He has an STD, which the karmic gave him. The karmic is giving him hell. And finally, he is stuck in the past in regret and isn't moving forward in any way whatsoever in his life. Your ex is used to women who compete with other women for him, scream and swear, constantly text, and ring his phone, argue, and even fight. He was a master manipulator. The great news is that he can no longer project his problems onto you. You are no longer his punching bag. He can no longer play with your mind. When you look back, you'll see that every situation I have brought you through has either changed you, helped you grow, made you stronger, taught you a lesson, or made you a better person. Everything that I do in your life, Divine Feminine, has a purpose. Respect your body when it needs rest. Respect your mind when it needs a break. Honor yourself when you need a moment for yourself. A real man knows that one woman is enough. It is a pity that your ex was more like a boy rather than a man. You do your own thing, Divine Feminine. Stay in your own lane and ride your own wave. You should spend more time on where you are going rather than where you have been. The butterfly does not look back at the caterpillar in shame, just like you should not look back at your past in shame. Your past was only a part of your transformation. The karmic wants to punish you because he still has deep feelings for you and cannot let you go. It is so ridiculous. You have risen like a phoenix, Divine Feminine. Your ex did not have to act the way that he did after it was over. Running you down, gossiping, causing you extra pain and drama that was so unnecessary. It really was. He feels that if he comes back and proposes to you, that will make up for everything that he did to you. The future faking, the lies, the ghosting, the lack of closure, and his player ways. Losing control of you is still driving the two of them crazy. The karmic got the man, and she remains insecure anyway. Your ex feels he cannot forgive himself for choosing the wrong woman. Him and her drink together, pop pills together, and take other drugs, drink, and then engage in risky sexual behaviour. They actually built a relationship based off these things. That is not much of a foundation now, is it, DF? He hates that you are avoiding him and not communicating with him. He desperately wants your attention. However, you, Divine Feminine, are not giving it to him. He has put you through way too much for you to ever let him back in your life. Mishandling people, then avoiding communication, is not protecting your peace. It is avoiding accountability. This is what your ex did. Divine Feminine, you are never jealous, never intimidated, and never in competition. That is because you have your own blessings. This quote sums up how you feel about him and what he did to you. Cheating hurts a lot. It's best to walk away, break up, do anything but cheat. Don't ruin someone's outlook on love and life. Don't fill their minds with insecurity and I'm not good enough thoughts simply because you wanted to be selfish and cheat. If you can't love them, do not hurt them. What people fail to realize is that when they try to harm a chosen one, they are essentially hurting me. If you are a light worker, a spiritual teacher, a healer, and earth angel, etc., and someone breaks your heart intentionally, they will suffer immediate karma for doing so. This is exactly what happened to your ex. Your ex's secrets were never supposed to be exposed to you. That was not a part of his plan. I expose them to you, Divine Feminine, for the following reasons. You had already wasted too much of your time with this man. I wanted to keep your spirit clean, and this man having unprotected sex and having STDs was wrong. He was making a fool out of you. He was juggling you with the karmic and then laughing about it with his friends behind the scenes. You kept giving him the benefit of the doubt. He was so accustomed to manipulating and lying that he always had an answer for everything when you confronted him. I know that he was too low vibrational for you and had nothing to offer other than intercourse and good times. I observed him trying to pull you down into his low vibrational lifestyle, and I wanted the opposite for you. I wanted you to ascend and grow and get into your life purpose. I saw things that you couldn't see, DF. I observed him running you down behind your back and making fun of you. And lastly, his lifestyle is a fast one, and he is surrounded by toxic and dangerous people. I was protecting you from them and keeping you safe by protecting you from him. What else would Spirit like to say to you today, Divine Feminine? People talk behind your back for the following 3 reasons. 1, when they can't reach your level. 2, when they don't have what you have. Or 3, when they try to copy your lifestyle but can't. This applies to the karmic. Your ex has 0 peace of mind currently. He is caught up in endless thoughts about how he chose the wrong woman, what you are up to, and he's extremely worried that you have found a new emperor. You are about to receive unlimited blessings, Divine Feminine. You are a starseed and a light worker. I separated him from you because of his dirty, secret, polygamous lifestyle. I had to keep you clean, Divine Feminine. You are my child. You are a chosen one. He knows why you left. He knows why you are upset. He knows why you won't speak to him. He knows that he hurt you. Trying to explain these things to him would only give him an opportunity to twist your words, confuse you, and bring you back under his control. You wouldn't want to be a fly on the wall in that karmic household. Your ex and her are out of control. The shouting, the fighting, the drugs, the drinking, the sexing, and even the police being called. It is one big hot mess over there. Divine Feminine, may this be your last heartbreak, your last ex, and the last time you deal with someone who isn't sure about you. He thought that your spiritual side was wacky, weird, and such a turn-off. Now, though, he sees that what you were saying is true. He is sorry for not listening to you. He knew that everything would be over quick smart had he confessed to you about his sex addiction. The karmic got so jealous of him spying and obsessing over you that she went out and cheated on him as retaliation. She felt that he was cheating in the sense that he is always up in your business. What a circus. Now your haters are forced to watch you succeed and win at everything. He told some of you Divine Feminines that you were his best friend. It's like he friend-zoned you, and that was him justifying being with this karmic. He went back to an ex of his. Count yourself lucky that he is not your problem. He is hers now. You have surrendered your life to the universe, Divine Feminine. He will have thoughts of you until the day he dies. You understood the lesson, learned it, and moved on gracefully. I had to move you far away from him so that you weren't affected by the karma that he is receiving from me. I see everything, trust me, and your ex is obsessing over you still, whilst the karmic is obsessing over him. Here are some answers to some questions you probably have regarding your ex. He's a narcissist. Yes, he knew what he was doing. Yes, he knew that he was hurting you. Yes, he did it on purpose and got pleasure from it. Yes, he could have stopped if he wanted to. You cannot change narcissists. You can only change yourself. You were warm, loving, kind and nurturing towards your ex. He took advantage of that. He obviously preferred a challenge. Someone who was wicked, broke the law, slept around, and cast spells on people. And that is this karmic. He had no idea that when he betrayed you, his life would go downhill quickly. You are walking karma, Divine Feminine. He tried to lower your self-esteem, your confidence, and your self-worth. He did this by playing hard to get, leaving you hanging, making you believe that he could replace you easily, breadcrumbing you, and ghosting you. Now we'll get some self-care tips. Take breaks during work and relax in your free time, Divine Feminine. Try and eat nutritious foods, get regular exercise, and get a good sleep each night. Try mindfulness. Treat yourself as though you are your best friend. Go to a cocktail hour at a bar. Have breakfast in bed. Get some time aside to be productive. Get some paperwork done, sort that messy drawer, or deal with your emails. Have a good talk with a trusted friend, a perfect way to let out anything that is worrying you. Write a bucket list. Include places you want to visit, skills that you want to learn, and things that you wish to accomplish. Indulge in some retail therapy. Compile a photo album of special memories and the people that you love. Learn to accept compliments from others. When you have too much on your mind, try and write everything down. Getting the thoughts out of your head and down on paper can be a huge help. Let go of the things that are beyond your control. Moisturize your skin. Watch a comedy. If you are religious, create a cute little altar for yourself, a place where you can go to pray. Do karaoke. Play with a photo app on your phone. Drink a herbal tea. Doing self-care is so important because it helps us to find ourselves again, especially after trauma, addiction, grief, or loss. It helps us stay focused on our healing and prevents relapsing. Take all of your vacation days and all of your sick days. Try acupuncture. Go for a hike. Make a collage of positive quotes and photos. Make a scrapbook. Self-care involves doing activities that benefit your physical and emotional health. These activities can involve physical movement, relaxation, and taking time out for fun. Self-care can help you better cope with a range of physical health conditions and also aid you in coping with stress, anxiety, depression, and other mental health issues. I will now provide you with some more self-care activities to consider. Write out your values. What is important to you and how you can prioritize these things in your daily life. Write lists for days out and for shopping so that you don't forget anything. Join a support group. Forgive someone, even if it is for yourself. Text a friend. It is okay to be direct about what you need. A listening ear, loving words, or just some advice. Listen to an audiobook. Visit an animal shelter. Spend some time in the sun. Write a poem. Do a crossword puzzle. Make a smoothie. Go to your local library. Play an instrument. Plant a veggie garden. Write down your biggest aspirations and hopes for yourself. Practice generosity by donating or volunteering. Go and sit in a park and relax. Update your passwords and keep yourself safe online. Sitting with and patting your pets is good therapy. This actually releases dopamine, which helps with stress and anxiety. Make a Spotify playlist of all of your favorite songs. Then we'll get back to the reading. What else would Spirit like to say to you today, Divine Feminine? After you ended that toxic karmic cycle that you were in, your mindset completely changed. You are welcoming in this new chapter in your life and excited about what the future holds for you. You intuitively felt that there was another energy in his life. You may not have had the proof though. You are on a mission to heal people and teach others how to get on the right path. You feel like this ex of yours starved you of attention. Divine Feminine, there are 10 people that you should let go of. The people who don't want to grow with you, the people who don't want to grow at all, the people who don't believe in your dreams, the people who pick at your flaws, the people that you can't trust with your back turned, the person who betrayed you before, the person who only uses you as a stepping stool, the person you must dim yourself down for to make them secure, the person who tries to knock you down when you are feeling high, and finally the person holding you back in life. Don't ever feel stupid for loving someone who turned out to be everything they promised they would never be. But be proud that you still believe in the goodness of people, because that is rare. Don't let it harden you. Learn the lesson, but keep that soft heart. You are determined to never make the same mistakes that you have made in the past by choosing a different type of man next time around. The work you have done on yourself will attract a major upgrade on your ex and a man who is completely matched to you energetically. Your ex is a thrill seeker. He always makes bad decisions in the moment, never thinking of the consequences of his impulsive actions and also the impact of them on those around him. When you brought up concerns that you had regarding him cheating, lying, and betraying you, he told you to ignore your intuition and that it was wrong. He admits that losing you was in fact losing the best thing in his life, Divine Feminine. You and I have been working like a team together daily. This ex betrayed you and was rarely truthful to you. His specialty is telling half-truths. He looked down on people who didn't have much, and that's why he is being humbled by me now, and is experiencing financial issues. That is one of the forms of his karma. The karmic spread rumors about you, and not one of them were true. She is a true hater, a gossip, a troublemaker, a liar, and a very evil, nasty being. You are manifesting your new divine masculine, whether you realize it or not. You hate the way that he left you hanging with no explanation whatsoever. You felt this was so disrespectful, immature, hurtful, disgusting, and nasty. Just remember that sometimes not getting what you want is a wonderful stroke of luck and a hidden blessing. He was moving so fast after you separated, and he chose someone quickly without thinking about the repercussions of his decision. He presumed that because you are nice, sweet, giving and caring, that meant that you were silly and naive. He feels that you are not only the best that he ever had, but that you are also the best he will ever have in this lifetime. You felt like his counselor, his therapist, and his mother. He will forever choose temptation because he is weak. Even though your life feels peaceful and quiet now, just please know that your ex is getting more and more obsessed with you and how your life is going behind the scenes. He is drinking way more than he ever did. He is perplexed as to why he cannot get over you, Divine Feminine. You are extremely talented and hardworking. He has been going to different hotels with women and men and having one-night stands. His gaslighting and mind games will never ever work on you again. You are too wise now. You have learned the lesson. Your ancestors are angry now at your ex and their karmic. They are tormenting and scaring them for what they did to you via nightmares. He carried on like a teenager when he went over to the karmic and complained about you and told her all of your private business. He had no idea about your spiritual rank. Your ancestors have shocked him by standing up to him on your behalf. You didn't have to do anything, Divine Feminine. He thinks that you are happy with someone else. However, a lot of you Divine Feminines are single. Some of you feel that being single is so much better than being cheated on, manipulated, and disrespected. His friends and family enable his bad behavior. You are a queen rising. I have a lot of different blessings lined up for you. Some of them will completely shock you, Divine Feminine. He's putting 2 and 2 together regarding this evil karmic. He is aware that the longer he stays, the worse his life is becoming. Being attached to her is bringing him nothing but bad karma and bad luck. You feel that he rejected and dumped an honest, genuine woman for a lying, fake demon. You now have your peace, your sanity, your respect, and your dignity back again. It has taken you a long time to get over the trauma that he caused you. He was an expert at getting in your head and having you in your feelings. You are receiving justice now, justice that is very well deserved, Divine Feminine. He is so greedy. I am just warning you that he is planning on coming back and trying to start a friendship with you, whilst he is still with the karmic. You are manifesting wealth and abundance now. Money is around the corner for you. He recognized that you were of the light, an angel, and a very unique and special woman, and he still did not do the right thing by you. He feels as though you are his possession and that you belong to him still. The karmic got off on the fact that she was taking him away from you. The problem with being an empath is that you feel sorry for the bad ones too. He is not actually talking now. Instead, he is acting like a creepy stalker. You view your ex as a player. That is, a man who has sexual relationships with more than one person at the same time. He has not done any work on himself, even though he will lie to you and say he has. He may pretend to be all spiritual now in order to have a reconciliation with you. If someone only loves you when you do exactly what they want and withholds that love when you are not behaving correctly, that is not love, it is control. You don't ever want to go through another stage in your life again where you are telling someone how they should treat you. He made you wait around for so long that you healed and bonded with me, Divine Feminine. He had a hide to leave an empress without closure. He didn't know who he was dealing with. He mocked your spirituality, and now you are ascending and helping others with your gifts. He was so selfish and self-absorbed when he went after this witchy karmic, leaving you wondering what had just happened between you both. You decided to do some investigating and discovered more of his secrets than you ever wanted to. He has control issues and he expected you to be subservient to him. You did love him dearly in the past. It broke your heart the way he carried on with you. His games, his lies, the way he tried to hide a karmic from you and juggle you both, the betrayal of choosing her over you, the deceit, and finally the way that he left you on red with no explanation whatsoever. He constantly hears gossip from friends and family about the karmic sleeping with so many people, men and women, behind his back. It is pathetic that he chooses to stay with someone like this. It shows you how bad his self-esteem really is. He brought enemies into your life. He hooked up with karmics, told them lies about you, and they all went against you to attack your blessings. Your confidence has returned to you after he tried to crush your self-esteem and your spirit. The jealousy that the karmic has towards you has become so old you feel. You now live your life in your own lane, doing your own thing, and paying zero attention to people who work for the other side. Not the divine, that is. The karmic is no threat to you at all, Divine Feminine. He acted like he was too busy for you at times. Now, though, he would give anything for a chance to see you, talk to you, or even text you, Divine Feminine. Being the energy vampire that he was, he sucked your energy in the past, leaving you feeling nothing but lethargic. He was a Judas in your life. He was a traitor. He said one thing and did another. He backstabbed you and betrayed you, Divine Feminine. The karmic that he chose has been to jail, and she has an extensive criminal record. When he hears certain songs, he still cries over you, Divine Feminine. How dare he make an empress like you feel like an option? This is why his karma is so harsh. Divine Feminine, you ask yourself, why is this man continuing to show up in my energy when all I want to do is move on with my life with peace, love, and follow my spiritual path on my own? He wanted to bring you down into his low vibrational lifestyle rather than ascending and becoming your energetic match and becoming high vibrational like you. He keeps a very close eye on you, especially if you have a platform. He watches everything that you post and even comments under fake profiles. He is completely obsessed with you. He comes out in your tarot readings still because he will not leave your energy. He is obsessed with you still and is constantly thinking of you. He has no interest in changing whatsoever. He is a narcissist, and according to him, he never makes mistakes. He is a King of Swords in reverse. In other words, bossy, aggressive, and power-hungry. He was violent, domineering, cynical, cold, merciless, and tyrannical. You use tarot readings to confirm what your intuition already told you about your ex. He relied on you, Divine Feminine, and was extremely codependent on you. Now that you have turned your back on him, he feels a void and he feels empty inside. You were loving, kind, gentle, loyal, and committed. You did want the best for this man. The karmic, on the other hand, encourages him to self-destruct, support his vices. She is disloyal, a cheater, and she lies. And she definitely does not care about his health or his well-being. He loves to get inside of women's heads and create trauma bonds with them. He does this by love bombing them, then removing himself in hopes the woman will chase after him. You made him take a long, hard look in the mirror and see himself for the devil that he was and his raw self. He hated that you did that. You did this by pointing out his flaws. He kept you waiting, couldn't decide who or what he wanted, and made you one of his options. You are not the same person now that he remembers. You closed out the cycle with him, bossed up, and became a whole new woman. You are now powerful and confident. She uses children to manipulate him into staying. You can already feel that your ex wants you back. He is still a player playing the field. He loves to play games with women's hearts. He was cocky and he thought he had you right where he wanted you. He figured that you would never go anywhere, so you really surprised him. He was abusive and he had anger issues. You are currently getting way too much attention for his liking. You survived so many towers that he put you through, one after the other. You have come out okay at the other end. Congratulations, DF. You did it. You fell in love with his mask that he wore, not actually the real him. He lived a double life, and he is not a genuine person. He is superficial. He said so many great things about you to this karmic in the past. This led to her being obsessed with you, Divine Feminine. He also told other karmic options all about you. So as a result of his big mouth, you have women that you don't even know who are haters, your fans, and who keep a close eye on you. You always put this man first, and you poured so much love into him. He is angry now that you have chosen yourself and to work on your own life, rather than to continue allowing him to control you. You feel that this man had such a hide to keep you waiting and pursue other women and men behind closed doors. He wasted your time and your precious energy. You will realize when you are healed, when the new love you have for yourself outweighs the old hatred that you once felt for him. The karmic tried to energy swap with you, Divine Feminine. She wanted you to receive her bad karma and her to receive your dharma, good karma. She also wanted your inheritance so she could live as a privileged lady. He watched you walk away and didn't fight for the connection, and now all he can do is spy on you from a distance. He changed up on you overnight and you couldn't work out what was going on until you did investigating, that is. He had such a cocky attitude, thinking that he could find another you easily and quickly. He underestimated his feelings for you, what you actually brought to the table, the fact that you are an empress and an earth angel, your strength that you healed your broken heart with, your ability to see straight through his lies, and finally, your resilience to bounce back from this heartbreak. If they hate you for speaking the truth, let it be. Queens rule in a kingdom, not on the streets. You are a queen and an empress, Divine Feminine. A liar's worst enemy is someone with a good memory. Was your ex a liar, Divine Feminine? Your revenge was to move on, look after yourself, put work into your healing, and partner up with me. See, you are an empress, and empresses don't seek real revenge on those that do wrong by them. They are aware that I am the one who issues karma. He really wants to know if you are happier without him, Divine Feminine. You look look back on this ex now and don't even feel attracted to him anymore. His lies, secrets, cheating, and deception made him appear so ugly to you on the outside because his soul was tainted and you considered him ugly on the inside. Some of you divine feminines still miss him and want him back. But just remember how far that you have come along in the healing process. You have done so well, and attempting to have a reconciliation with him could cause you loss and pain once again. He keeps racking up more and more karmic debt the more time he spends with her. He wishes that he didn't care about what others thought of him. He regrets being a people pleaser and letting those around him make too many decisions for him. He is lonely and insecure now without the unconditional love that you once provided him with. Now that he has encountered a woman with evil entities attached to her, he wants his wholesome, innocent empress back again. He was trying to drag you down to his level. Instead, though, you ascended even higher spiritually. You got sick of him choosing other karmic connections over you. He was nothing but a time waster in your life. He didn't give you an explanation regarding why he left because he is a narcissist. They don't give closure. They simply move on to the next victim, seeking out new supply. You are stronger than you think. You have endured a lot of injustice throughout your life. This isn't the first man who has wronged you and let you down. He knows now that what he has with this karmic is lust. However, with you, he had pure love. He had to experience her in order to appreciate what you brought to the table. The person he chose has cheated on him and broken his heart. Don't give up on men altogether, Divine Feminine. There are plenty of lovely, genuine, single men out there. After you closed out this cycle, you are now manifesting wealth, opportunities, and a lot of abundance for yourself. The moment that you start to wonder if you deserve better, you do. The person that you needed the most showed you that you need nobody but yourself. Instead of just leaving you alone and allowing you to move forward, he continues to hang on tight to your energy. I understand how frustrated you are about this. The karmic hates that you are highly favored, close to source, blessed, and that you are now the privileged lady. He blames the karmic every single day for why he is not in his life purpose with you. He still refuses to take any accountability for his own decisions and actions. Your sleep has improved without this man in your life. The racing thoughts you once had have subsided. He sabotaged your connection. He always messes up the great things in his life. He doesn't understand why he did this. You would think he would have learned by now. He thought that you would never go anywhere. The fact that you left him finally has him in total and utter shock. He is suffering with mental health issues now. You have been relaxing and enjoying your peace and quiet. He seemed to get off on causing you pain unnecessarily. You feel that you have trust issues with men in general now after what he did to you. He puts on a front to his family and friends that he is over you and doesn't care that you are gone. However, he feels pain deep inside because of you. He's completely hung up on you, DF. He ran from you into the karmic's arms. He was so excited at the time because he thought that they were going to have a magnificent life together. He thought wrong. His life is upside down now. He's not sure about what parts that you know about the betrayal and lies, and exactly what parts you don't know about. This has him up at night, stressing. He couldn't be vulnerable with you because he views himself as a macho man. The feelings he had towards you were way too intense, so he ran from the connection instead of embracing it. Towards the end, you had to escape him because his energy was so negative, heavy, and gloomy. He was keeping you in darkness when you are truly a person of the light. He has found a new addiction, which is watching tarot readings. He was and he still is in love with you. He kept confiding in others to get their opinions and advice and got manipulated out of what he had with you. The ego death that you caused your ex really put him in his place. He thought that he was playing you, but you have had the last laugh, Divine Feminine. He draws so many people in because he has the gift of the gab, and he is great with his words. He was very charismatic, charming, and a smooth talker. You looked at this man like he was the perfect one for you at one stage, until he disappointed you and let you down, that is. You are letting go, walking away, and moving on, Divine Feminine. You tried everything that you could to try and help him change his direction in life, but he didn't want a bar of it. I guess there are not too many women out there who would return to a man who chose another woman over them in the past. For some of you Divine Feminines, your ex was such a savage that he left you behind to fend for yourself whilst he quickly moved in with the karmic. Your ancestors are punishing your ex in the following ways: his lack of sleep, he has no peace of mind, being with the karmic who he doesn't really love upsets him, memories of you constantly, he has to watch you succeeding now, you are getting an inheritance from your ancestors and all he can do is watch you get it. He is having problems with his finances. And finally, the karmic's true colours have been revealed, and now he is aware that he is stuck with a Jezebel witch. The more you choose you, Divine Feminine, the more he craves you, misses you, thinks about you, and dreams about you. This is human nature. The tables have turned now. You are flourishing and your ex is suffering. However, he is the one who lied, cheated, and then ghosted you. You didn't do anything but love this man, Divine Feminine. Now we'll get some more self-care tips. The first one is create or join a book club, a spiritual support group, or a discussion group. Face one of your fears. Find a quiet space to pray. Take the medicine, vitamins, and supplements that you need. Don't set an alarm for the morning on the days that you don't have to wake up early. Make yourself a fruit platter. Cut up some apples, bananas, raspberries, oranges, strawberries, and watermelon. Always have a full bottle of water next to you. Make extra food for dinner and put the leftovers into Tupperware containers that you can access later on. Make your favorite meal. You are worthy of beautiful, nourishing, delicious food. Have a movie night. Don't forget to prepare snacks too. Borrow an audio book from your local library. Listen to it whilst you are cooking, cleaning, crafting, or exercising. Find a craft that you like, such as knitting, colouring, embroidering, or crocheting. Put some artwork on the walls in your home. Polish your jewellery, clean your makeup brushes, wipe down your mirrors, and clean your glasses. Buy some incense. List the tasks that have been weighing on you and get them done one by one. Create a meditation corner. Paint a picture. Have a nice picnic, even if that is all by yourself. Write a list of annoying tasks that have been weighing on you and knock them out one by one. Declutter a spot in your house that has been bugging you. Take a nap. Pick or buy a bouquet of fresh flowers. Read a magazine. Health comes from peace of mind, peace in the heart, and peace in the soul. It comes from laughter and love. Keep a positive attitude. People who are hopeful are healthier mentally and physically and live longer, happier lives. Positive thinking is associated with lower blood pressure and a lower risk of heart disease. Be grateful. Science shows that it boosts happiness and positive emotions. People who acknowledge and express gratitude in their daily lives also sleep better and have lower levels of depression and anxiety. Set boundaries with those around you. When you are away from work, stay away from it. Binge watch your favorite series, get lost in a good book, or zone out to music. Unfollow people who bring you down. Stop engaging with anyone who doesn't bring positivity into your life. Instead of speeding through your fast showers, try to soak in a bath instead. Bring candles, music, wine and bubbles for a total escape. Bubble baths lower stress. Make sure to cuddle with your furry friends each day for at least 10 minutes. This will reduce cortisol levels. People that interact with their animals experience increased levels of the feel-good hormone, oxytocin. Make sure you get some me time. If you are a mum, you can tend to put your needs on the back burner. Even 15 minutes of me time every day can lead to more relaxation and less stress in general. Give your eyes a break from screens, for example, your computer or your phone. Instead of thinking about all of the things that are going on in your life, take a break. Watch a movie to put your busy mind and your attention elsewhere. Take a 15-minute walk each day. It will boost your concentration and your energy levels. Send a postcard to someone far away. Say this affirmation out loud. I am a child of the universe, and I have been given endless talents and capabilities. Create a poem, a painting, a comic strip, or a collage. If you have a partner, go on a date night and hire a babysitter if you have to. Learn to delegate so that you don't feel overwhelmed. Take a bike ride. Redecorate your home. Try and meet new people. Watch some funny YouTube videos. Join a forum like Reddit or Quora. It is a place where you can talk about the things that you are interested in. Start a blog. Learn Photoshop, Excel, or some other program that you have been wanting to learn. There are many online tutorials. Go to a comedy club. Laughter really is the best medicine. When you wake up in the morning, get in the habit of making your first thought of the day a positive one, like I am ready for today, or today is a new opportunity, or I will do something that I am proud of today. Get that haircut or hair color that you always wanted but were too scared to get. If you play the guitar, learn a new song. Learn a new board game that you have never played, such as chess or backgammon. Reflect on the struggles that your ancestors endured so that you could exist, and remember that you have inherited their strength and their resilience. Go to a store that sells crystals and buy one that speaks to you. Look up what it means or does. Write a list of things that you are grateful to have in your life and post it somewhere where you can see it often. We have a tendency to focus on the negative, so remind yourself always of the good stuff. Congratulate yourself for doing difficult things, even if they might not seem difficult to others. Depending on the individual, plenty of everyday things can be difficult, like riding the bus, standing in line, filing paperwork, going to the doctor, making food, doing chores, etc. Get more sleep. Sleep is the ultimate self-care luxury and necessity. 7 to 9 hours is recommended per night. Whilst asleep, your body undergoes restoration and repair. It is important for physical and mental well-being. Those who sleep less than 7 hours a night have more health issues. Be creative. It can decrease the stress hormone, cortisol, and makes you feel calm. Examples include drawing, making pottery, or even painting furniture. Now we will get some songs for you. The lyrics in these songs will reflect how Spirit would like you to feel and think about yourself now that you have left this toxic ex in the past. I'm Free by the Soup Dragons. Don't You Worry Child by John Martin. I'm Gonna Win by a Foreigner. On Top of the World by Imagine Dragons. One Moment in Time by Whitney Houston. Three Little Birds by Bob Marley. Beautiful Day by U2. I Can See Clearly Now by Johnny Nash. Shiny Happy People by R.E.M. Winning by Santana. I Got You, I Feel Good by James Brown. You'll Never Walk Alone by Jerry and the Pacemakers. What a Feeling by Flashdance. I Don't Want a Lover by Texas. Things Can Only Get Better by D. Ream. Living on a Prayer by Bon Jovi. If I Can Dream by Elvis. The Only Way Is Up by Yaz. Faith by George Michael. And the last one is Born to Be Alive by Patrick Hernandez. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Bye!